When Jeezy and Jeannie Mai got together, all I kept thinking was how he was such a toxic boyfriend to Keisha Cole, and has he really changed? I am a person who believes that people can change. However, I believe in order for people to change they have to be desperate about wanting to be better and self-aware about who they trying are. I think social media is the reason Jeezy broke up with Jeannie. He caved into the public outcry and it became too much for him. Jeannie Mai is a very opinionated and strong-willed person who lacks a personal filter. She uses her Asian ethnicity as a way to get away with being outlandish, rude and insensitive. But because she's Asian, she thinks it's cute. She learned that from her mother. For a long time the black community has been protesting and trying to cancel Jeannie Mai. She was very vocal about lusting after black men from the sidelines while dating white men. The reason she gave made it seem as if she thought white men were better than black men. This is a very widespread notion within the Asian community. Asian people do not hold black people in high esteem. They are almost as racist as the Western culture, but because some of their racism is based on ignorance and not as much hate, it's more overlooked. I honestly think the relationship with Jeezy and Jeannie Mai would have worked if she was accepted into the black community. The scrutiny was too much for him. We can assume that it was her obnoxious family members, infidelity, long distance etc., but they dated before getting married and having a child. He knew what he was getting himself into. He also knew about the comments she made about black men. He just didn't care because at the time it didn't affect his objective. Jeezy is not a saint himself. He was a drug dealer and treated black women badly. He cannot be self-righteous about her past, when his is just as bad if not worse. The issue is that Jeezy is a weak and insecure man. He is trying to change his reputation by upgrading his value in the black community. He cannot do that if he is questioned about his personal choices and partner. Jeannie was becoming a liability to him instead of an asset. No matter how great she looks on his arm, no matter how much money she's bringing in. If she could not get street cred, he just couldn't be with her. The problem with Jeezy is he's impulsive. Instead of just dating her and having fun, he decided to not only marry her, but get her pregnant and have a child. Knowing damn well his track record with women says he would last forever. The relationship was no longer benefiting him. They were living separate lives. Him in Atlanta, her in LA, it was almost as if they weren't even married. Her mother moving in to spy on their relationship, manipulate him to get gifts and fight Jeannie for attention was just the icing on the cake for him to have an excuse to leave. Yes, Jeannie Mai lacks emotional intelligence. She should have never let her mother get in between her relationship, but this toxic dynamic was normal for her family. She was used to her mother being jealous of her and wanting to be her. She was used to her mother trying to steal her man's attention and affection. Instead of standing up to her mother, she probably took it out on whoever her man was at the time. Both Jeezy and Jeannie have unresolved traumas and mother issues that they never dealt with, causing their relationship to be dead on arrival. I am not going to waste my time watching the hour-long interview Jeezy did with Nia Long, where he's probably trying to cater to black women. Cater is not the word I am looking for, but it's the only one I can think of right now. Because he doesn't really care that much about black women, but he wants and needs the support. He came out with a book recently and is coming out with an album soon. Black women love to read and go to concerts. He needs their dollars and he doesn't want to get canceled for rejecting them by dating a woman from a different race. Black women need to stop this ownership of black men penis. They can date whomever they choose. As if when they date black women, they treat them any better. Y'all get the same black man no matter the race. That's not a good thing, not all black men, but a good enough number for it to be an issue. Instead of worrying about race, find someone who treats you well regardless of how you look and your background. I did not see Jeezy and Jeannie Mai's relationship working because they both are problematic. They also were searching for something and using each other. That is what relationships are about. Finding someone who you can use and you be used. Using someone is not necessarily a bad thing. It depends, however, what you are using them for. Is it for love, companionship, money, sex, clout, etc.? If both Jeezy and Jeannie were mature people, the relationship would have lasted longer. Maybe not forever, but in a healthy and mutually beneficial manner. Unfortunately, neither are emotionally mature enough to currently have a great, healthy, sustainable relationship. My opinion is both should shut up, get their bag and company, raise their child without drama. However, we've observed that neither is mature, so likely that won't happen. I'm done on this topic. Let's hope Nia Long is not dating him as rumors are saying. I don't want to do a video on her and him. Or how it's such a bad item to be a rebound.